weather is going to be hot and humid today in many areas across Ontario and Quebec, and that heat eventually contributes to the risk of severe thunderstorm as a cold front is set to descend across Ontario and Quebec. Now, in terms of temperature, let's talk that first. It will be 29 today in Toronto, feeling into the low 30s. It will be in the low 30s for Windsor, 33, Humidex closer to about 37, Huntsville, 24, Owen Sound, 27, Ottawa lagging behind slightly, 25, but 28 ahead for Montreal and 26 in Quebec City. Now, there's our cold front right now, and you can see that band of cloud very clearly defined. Areas in behind it will already feel a drop in the temperature for this afternoon, but that cold air, as it moves its way in and collides with the hot, humid air in place, provides the explosive lift needed for these thunderstorms to fire up. And already ahead of that, brand new, we have severe thunderstorm watches in effect for Quebec. Now, the difference between a watch and a warning, I always relate it back to the kitchen. A watch is like all the ingredients for your dinner are out on the counter, but dinner's not ready yet. Just all the ingredients are there potentially to see dinner at some point. That's a watch. A dinner warning or a severe thunderstorm warning would mean that dinner is about to happen. You're calling everyone down to the table or you're already eating. If there's a warning in place, it means that the action is happening right now and you need to potentially move your plans inside. The general rule of thumb for today is if you can hear thunder, you need to head inside. It means that that storm is close enough that it can impact you. Now, one of our biggest concerns obviously is lightning and thunder, but severe thunderstorm warnings are only issued if there is sizable hail, heavy downpours, damaging wind gusts, or risk of tornado. Now, for today, we'll see as early as the lunch hour possibility of severe storms east of Georgian Bay through northeastern Ontario up through northern Quebec and communities east of Val-d'Or. The south is going to just soak in that hot, humid weather, really cooking up the lower atmosphere and adding to that risk of severe thunderstorms. For areas in the lower Great Lakes, we're going to start watching the radar sometime around 4:30. You really start to see this defined line of storms tracking its way southward across Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. By 7:45 p.m., we will likely be in thunderstorms around southwest Ontario with a line stretching all the way up into areas of southwest Quebec. Now, particularly around the Peterborough area, I'd really say from Barrie, north of Toronto to east of Ottawa, this region of Ontario, and then up through southwest Quebec, west of Gatineau, you are likely to be in an area that is at a higher risk for rotation. Now, this could mean two things. It could mean possible tornado development. It could also mean sizable hail approaching 3 centimeters in diameter. These storms will track through the Ottawa-Montreal area sometime before midnight tonight and then push southward into the United States. Now, tomorrow, once this front has passed, the sky clears. It is going to be a lot fresher feeling through the region, the same region that will be much more stormy today. Those storms will then sit over the U.S. Northeast and slide into Atlantic Canada. Saturday, said to be a very sunny day, and Sunday, the humidity and heat will begin to rise once again. Now, in Atlantic Canada, you've got rain on the west coast of Newfoundland, sunshine elsewhere in the region. Get ready to enjoy a variably sunny day, but know that in New Brunswick in particular, tomorrow, the storms will move in to your neck of the woods.